All right, you guys. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited to be here on this Tuesday night. And I'm excited to hear from our speakers tonight who will be sharing their tower gardens. We are going to hear from Angela, who is, gosh, she's got her neighbors walking with her now, but she also does hair in her own home in the basement. And then Ingrid will be speaking tonight with us as well. And she is in school, she is studying, she's doing things with the marijuana and all that kind of research. So she's studying that in school. And then Andy will be joining us in a bit. He's a teacher and a yoga instructor and all kinds of great things. So all different walks of life, but we are here for one reason. We are here to share growing fresh and growing local. And I'm Tammy. I will be not speaking and sharing my tower, but I do have a tower growing in the other room, which I had a delicious salad from today. And we're going to hear a little bit more about what they are, why we're growing them, you know, what is the reason for that, right? So to get us started, I am going to share a video, and this is by a teacher who is from the Bronx. And he's just an incredible, incredible man. And his whole mission is that no kid should go hungry ever. It doesn't matter if they're in America or in Dubai or in Asia, it doesn't matter. We should never have hungry people, especially our children. So his heart is big. So I'm gonna go ahead and share just a couple-minute video to get us started here. And hopefully expand the screen.
This is a special news bulletin with Stephen Ritz, live from the Bronx.
Hello, Juice Plus Nation! Good to see you. Obviously, I'm not in school. I'm home, because home is the new school. And now more than ever, food safety, food security, and proper nutrition could not be more important. I'm here to urge you to do one thing: hoard healthy living, not toilet paper. Embrace the goodness. That you can grow so much food so easily in such limited space all year long continues to amaze me, my students, and my colleagues. Listen, I've seen Tower Garden expand minds and change lives in classrooms all around the world. Tower Garden helps children learn math, vocabulary, science, and most importantly, following directions for safety, critical thinking skills, and self-confidence. In the past year, I've been visiting schools all around the world. In fact, even in February, I was in Chicago visiting some of the 60 schools who are achieving incredible results with the Tower Garden and Green Bronx Machine curriculum in partnership with the Chicago Blackhawks and their amazing team captain, Jonathan Toews. No sooner than I was home, we were featured on WPIX TV, and USA Today featured our Tower Garden classroom. Unbelievable! Then, we were visited by the Brooklyn Borough President, who had these amazing words to say.
When you do things like this, you're not only teaching young people how to eat well, you're also teaching behavioral practices, and you're showing them how fun it is. Steve and the Green Bronx Machine is going to turn into a green New York City machine. This is what education is about.
I'm excited to be working with the Green Sheikh to build farms all across the United Arab Emirates. And as we speak, we have a commercial farm en route to Qatar. Everyone everywhere is incredibly excited about the work that we're doing, and I'll even be working with Participate Media to connect classrooms who are tower gardening all around the world. Folks everywhere are talking about our Project Explorer episode that is being shown in classrooms across the nation. You can see the whole episode on the Green Bronx Machine website, but here are a few great clips.
This is so simple, but so elegant.
You know what else is pretty cool about these towers?
It takes less space.
It takes less space. And what does New York City have none of?
Space.
But they grow so much.
They're really practical and efficient. There are about maybe 25 of us in total. All of you could get a full bag of food from this amount of space and what we grow.
In fact, here is what TV star Carrie Byron had to say.
These tower gardens are brilliant.
It was so awesome to have her visit our classroom in the Bronx.
The more programs like this there are, the more of a difference there is.
How wonderful that Dr. David Katz and I were featured in Food Inspiration magazine, identified as some of the most inspiring people in the entire food landscape. This spring, I'll be headed back to Appalachia to ribbon cut the 21 tiny homes on our foster care commercial farm right in the heart of the mountains. And nobody could be more excited than me about our full-length feature documentary highlighting the growth of Green Bronx Machine Tower Gardens and our Green Bronx Machine curriculum in schools all across America. This is the recipe for awesome sauce, delicioso! I'm so honored to be here with you today, and I know we will get through this together. Now more than ever, the choices we make present an opportunity to move from loving things to loving and growing people and each other. So I want all of you to live more, do more, lean in and reach out, because we are a family. It's time to turn your cave into a hub, and I'm here to support you with a whole set of resource pages complete with clickable links to help with children, help with your tower garden, and links you can share to grow you, your family, and your business. Juice Plus Nation was built on a solid foundation of life-changing and clinically proven products, but the strength of our company and our family are our people, each and every one of you. Our rising tide lifts all boats, and we are stronger together. Today, I thank Hamilton Brower for opening his home and all of you for opening your hearts. Know that I'll keep working with my green shoes and red, white, and blue socks to make all of you proud and be a North Star for passion, purpose, hope, and possibility. And I thank each and every one of you for believing in Lizette and I and all of our children. So get out there, get your gangster on, make epic happen, and see se puede. I'm Steve Ritz. I approve this message, and I'll see you in Indianapolis.
All right, you guys. I'm telling you, his energy is like that, like all the time. He is so incredible and such a powerhouse.
Hi, I'm Steve Ritz, a teacher at Public
and
School
he is still
55
speaking.
here in the South Bronx, and I make a difference by
find out how to
growing
turn
food
him off.
4 stories up in my class.
Oh no, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and Angela's gonna get started. If you have any questions, we will wait till the end after I stop the recording and we could stay on for a little bit. We will be done by at least 8 o'clock or sooner, again, so we can be respectful of your time. So Angela, I'm gonna turn it over to you, and thank you for being here.
Hi guys, how are you tonight? That just got me really pumped up over there watching it, and I think I've seen it probably about 20 times or more. So it got me really excited. I have an aeroponic tower in my basement. I actually have the home version. I got my dog over here kind of joining in the call, so you might see a toy being thrown. So I personally have the home, which is, I like it because it's 98% less water. There's no bending, there's no weeding. So it's like my little garden down here. I use it for juicing. I use it for, this morning, it's a funny story. I started to make a big green smoothie, and I added a lot of spicy arugula into it. So it was a little on the bitter side for my taste, but I'm going to bring you over and show you my tower. And I got arugula, lettuce, and I even started trying to do green beans in the house. And I got some flowers going on, and little, I don't know if you could see, little flower over here and a little pea pod down there. So that's kind of exciting. That's new for me, but I'm always doing something different and always trying to do more and more. And what I do is I spread it out. So I do lettuce and arugula. And then if I feel like my lettuce is starting to end, I grow more and I get them going in my little, my pods, and I start growing them. So they're all kind of consistent, and then I could take it down. Cleaning it, I did over the summer and made it a fun project with my kid, and we took it out and washed it out, and there's citric acid, and just put that all over it and soaked it, and it wasn't really that bad to put back up. literally took me like 5 minutes to put up. I have a great team. Andy and Ingrid kind of walked me through it. That was my first time building it myself. But mine is 24 inches wide. It holds 32 plants. I have 16 large on there and 16 baby greens. It has the locking wheels on it, so I can move mine around in different spots. It has the water indicator on there, so it tells me how much water I have to fill in. And then I fill mine every other week. I actually take like a milk gallon container and I fill it up, and then I mix my A and B nutrients, and I check on it about every other week. So it's pretty easy to do. What else would I like to say? And then there's a flex, which I also have, and you can do indoor or outdoor, and it holds up to 20 gallons of water, 30 inches wide, and 20 planting ports. And then you have to get the lights for it if you're going to definitely do it inside. Outside, not so much. What else? But I mean, just the fact that you have no dirt, no bugs, unless you're bringing it in from inside and having a situation. But I mean, it's really just kind of easy maintenance for me. I really like the fact that I can come down and grab fresh lettuce anytime. I'm that person that was buying spinach, keeping it in my refrigerator and totally forgetting about it. And I was wasting so much. So this is actually saving me money because I'm not wasting so much product. So, I mean, that's basically what I have to say. No bending. I change the water, pesticide free all year round. You can use this. And I'm going to turn it over to Ingrid.
All right. Thank you, Angela. And Jerome has the same one that you have, and with the home version. And so he's on his kind of like first month or so with it. And I thought for just variety purposes, I would change up my PowerPoint a little bit and show some of the old stuff. So here, let's, oh, not that. I don't mean to do that. Let's screen share, right? Screen share my desktop. And can you guys all see where I'm at? Oops. Can you all see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Good. So I have here this little tower garden talk, and about being a conscious planter. Tammy mentioned that I am studying the cannabis plant in school, and I am way more passionate about how hemp itself can really help the whole world, because with the whole THC portion of it, people are all caught up on dispensaries and that, but realistically, like, hemp needs to be planted everywhere real soon. So working on some stuff here, but yeah, Tower Gardens also work for growing all sorts of plants. And here's the reasons why aeroponic gardening is the way for me. I was at a conference last weekend. It was NECAN, which is the largest business to business cannabis conference down on Michigan Avenue. And the gentleman that was giving the discussion, he was the guest speaker on aeroponics and hydro and aquaponics. And in his presentation, he showed the tower garden and talked all about it. So we had a discussion afterwards, and it like brings me a lot of joy knowing like what's happening with our planet and how we need to really step up our game and be a little bit more self-sufficient, and also teach people how to do that. And just not, I mean, it's reasonable to think about growing your own food at home. Now that I've been doing it for so long and I see this community of people, it's like, who's not trying to save water? Who doesn't want extra space, right? 30% greater yield when you're growing in a tower garden. It's growing 3 times faster than in a traditional garden. Plus, you're not spending the gas going to the store, let alone overbuying, like Ange said, and wasting, you know. And you know it's fully sourced by you, so you know exactly who touched your plant, you know. So then the fewer carbon emissions is a big deal for me. All right, so here's a little video. This is like 2 minutes long. Kind of gives you an overview of the time lapse.
Tower Garden's state-of-the-art aeroponic vertical garden system uses both water and air to produce more colorful, better-tasting, and incredibly nutritious fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Tower Garden has a 20-gallon reservoir at its base that stores the Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Developed by experts in plant and human nutrition, Tower Tonic Mineral Blend enables superior plant growth and better nutrition from your Tower Garden produce. The process begins once the seedlings have been placed in your Tower Garden. Here they will be nourished with Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Inside the reservoir is a small, low-wattage submersible pump. The pump pushes the nutrient solution up through the tower to the top. From there, the nutrient solution drips through the central tower using a special device that evenly cascades the solution over the exposed plant roots. On the journey down the tower, the nutrient solution feeds the roots and becomes highly oxygenated as it cascades gently down the reservoir. This process is continuous, providing fresh oxygen, water, and nutrients to the roots of the plants. This patented aeroponic process enables food crops to grow faster than they would in soil, so they can be harvested more often. And it makes Tower Garden the healthier, easier, smarter way to grow your produce.
All right. So now I find that my obligation and our obligation between all of us in this community is to help support one another and like teach each other how to grow our own food at home, because realistically, people need people, but we also need food and water. So here's a little anecdote I thought I should share, because Jerome being a new tower gardener, us all having a little bit of experience. Have you ever had somebody unplug your tower so that they could watch a movie and then kind of forget to plug it back in? And I am just as guilty of it as well. I've unplugged my tower garden just, you know, for a moment and then forgot and come back, and it's really wilted like on the left side there, versus 8 hours later, when you turn that bad boy on. I have this little video here. This is 8 hours of basically nonstop time lapse of the tower growing back the kale. Give it back. Yeah, it was pretty miraculous. I was a little devastated when I first saw that, and then hey, it came right back to life, and it was kind of a miracle there. But yeah, so I got that, and then I thought I should share too. This is how I started this grow. Okay, so this is what I kind of do with my seeds. If I put them into little envelopes, a lot of them are saved seeds. And then I take a picture of my seed, like my rock wool, and kind of just write on it with my iPad. But you could do it in all sorts of ways. I've done it lots of different ways, but you can see in only after 4 days, we've got some seedlings emerging. And this here, okay, on the left was November 9th. So exactly 5 weeks ago, I had those little teeny tiny guys, and now this is what we're looking at. Escape that. Now I don't need to share my screen anymore, but you guys can see behind me, I do have, I figured it would be better to show you a still picture. But yeah, this is full grown plants after being in there for 5 weeks. So yeah, that's what I have to share there. How about you, Andy? How is your tower coming along?
There it is. Hey, wow, you guys are amazing. You, Ingrid, Angela, you've said everything. So I don't even know what to say. But this is my tower, and I love it. I love the convenience of it. Just to walk down, cut off my lettuce, cut off my herbs, and make a salad. My tower garden is paid for, right? We didn't maybe talk a little bit about how we pay for it. Is it 12 months installments? It's broken down to the $80. Well, mine was. And I didn't even notice $80 missing, and now it's all mine. And now I don't have to buy any more. And I eat a ton. I eat like 3 times a day, big, nice salads. Now I don't have to go to the grocery store. I was spending, and I would buy organic, organic bag lettuce. Some of them were $2.29, so I would probably spend $15 a week on the lettuces so I can have an array of different lettuces. On here, I've got 12 different things, 12 different leafy lettuces and basil and parsley and cilantro. So I'm getting all these things pretty much for free. We do a seed share, right? As a group, we bought a bunch of seeds and we split them up. So that's a really great way to build community and do things together. That's what I love about it, because I get to hang out with these amazing women and keep learning more and more about how to grow my own food and not have to go to the grocery store as much. And I'm saving a ton of money now. I at upfront to pay for it, and then now it's just such an amazing thing just to be able to walk down, cut it off, and eat it. Then like he was putting his face in it. That was hilarious. But I do that sometimes too because it smells so good. The smell, you guys. I wish we could do like a scratch and sniff or something with our Zoom here. But that's what I love about it, is the convenience and the variety of vegetables that we can grow on the tower. I have the home one, and it fits in a lot of different places. I have it in my closet here in the basement. I have my clothes and I got my clothes and my food in the same room, and it's very compact. It looks like it takes up a lot of space, but it really doesn't. It's very easy to move around as well. So I think that's all I have to say, because the ladies really hit it on the head. Good job, you guys. Thanks for sharing.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you to all of you for sharing your gardens. They all look beautiful, and they do, a scratch and sniff would be perfect. The produce tastes so good from the Tower Garden. It smells amazing. I've got the cilantro and basil, and I'm not growing lavender now. I have to actually plant that. I usually grow that because I like that too. But sometimes just to go by and just smell something, it just is so inviting and decreases my stress level. And then you've got those lights on these gloomy days, which we've had a really sunny December here in the Midwest. And then you have that water flowing intermittently. And one thing I want to say about the lights and the water the pump, everything is on a timer. So in the meantime, like Andy has his lights on, I have mine on, I think 14 hours, 16 hours. How long? I don't know. How long do you keep your lights on, Andy?
I think I have it set for 12 on and 12 off. They're about to go off. They go off at 8. I think it's 8 to 8. I have mine set for. So they'll turn back on at 8 in the morning.
Okay, good. Ingrid,
Yeah.
I do 15 on, and then I just do it from 6 in the morning to 9 at night, so that it kind of thinks like that's the life cycle of the sun. I don't know. I was also though curious about Jerome, because he's got his tower garden going for the first time ever. How you doing, Jerome?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had to get used to the lights because they're so bright in my place. I have it in my dining room. And I think I'm going to buy one of those shoji door room dividers just to sort of block it from going everywhere. And I think some of my neighbors might even be wondering what's going on with this guy's apartment. So I got to do that. And I had to get used to the schedule. Like Andy mentioned, I think I do 7 in the morning when I leave to go to work, and then have it go off at 7 at night. So I'm anxious for mine to start looking like yours though, Andy and Ingrid. Oh my gosh, mine are still kind of little plants, and I come home, check them every day, and I'm like, okay, they don't look like they're growing, but I know they are. So I just got to be patient. So, but I'm excited. It's Ingrid was a big help, and I guess I didn't realize that the watering process was so continuous. And I read that that's why I texted you, Ingrid, over the weekend. I was like, is this right? Is this supposed to do it? Because when I was a kid, I remember seeing some hydroponic cartoons or something or other, and these things were when these tanks that were going all the time, and suddenly that light went on, and I thought, oh, okay, yeah, this is supposed to go like this all the time, so that they get their nutrients and water and oxygen. So yeah, I'm new. I'm like what, 3-4 weeks in here, and I can't believe it happened so fast because you guys, I don't know if you remember, I was on the other Zoom call a couple of weeks ago, and I think I just ordered it or something. Well, no, I didn't even order it. I ordered it after Zoom call. And then it came, and Ingrid came over and set it up, bada bing, bada boom, and now I got little sprouts and lights and figuring on and off. And it's great. It's great. And I'm looking forward to what Andy was saying, so you can have some food, because I was totally doing the same thing, buying those little, I think they're Earthbound Farms or something, organic plastic containers of lettuce a couple times a week, have a couple of salads, and you throw the rest out. And I was just getting really upset with myself. So this will be a really huge deal for me to eat, cut them off and eat them myself. So.
Well, thank you, Jerome, so much for sharing. I so appreciate that. And all of you for sharing tonight. I know we're approaching 8 o'clock, so I want to be respectful of time. And it is so much fun. And we are here to help and support you on this journey. If you have a tower garden and you need help or questions, call us. There's a blog. That information Stephen Ritz was sharing about sharing with kids, that's all available free to us on our website. And then if you're looking maybe even for a Christmas present for somebody or yourself, or you want to become part of our mission to help people get a tower garden in their home, that's great. And I wanted to just touch base on the hydration, the water. When the pump was unplugged, as we prepare for the end of the year, don't wait for the new year to start your new lifestyle habits. Water is so easy to do every day. So when you are run down and tired and under stress and you're not drinking your water, your cells look like that plant that Ingrid showed earlier. They're drooping. And this is why people have headaches, why they're constipated, and why we're tired. When you drink water, those cells plump up. They fill up like they're supposed to. They function like they're supposed to. So you want to hydrate. Really, really important. And one thing you could do from now until the end of the year, amidst every other running around and shopping that you're doing. And then we also have some other great things that if you're interested, talk to the person who invited you. We have some concentrated fruits and veggies at capsules, which are amazing. We have a plant-based omega, and tomorrow we have the launch of our brand new Juice Plus Perform. It is a almost like a protein drink that is just happening, and all new customers are going to get a free cooling towel to go with it. So if you want more information on that, talk to the person who invited you, because we are in the wellness business. Our food is depleted. We're not eating the rainbow of color every day. We need that because we do not get rental bodies after this. And if we don't take care of it, somebody else probably will. And you could be doing everything right and still maybe get sick, but if you are better prepared, you're going to have better results. So I want to say thank you again for tonight. Appreciate your time. And again, if you have any questions, give a shout out. I'll stay on for a few minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And thank you all for being here.